Okay.
You recording?
Yeah, we're shooting this. We didn't like the audio.
me to know.
Well, I just want to say we didn't like the audio quality on our videos we shot before, so we're shooting them again on the phone. We're not sure how the audio quality is going to be, but we're going to start with the top 10 movies of the year.
Okay.
Some of the since the last one we shot, I moved some stuff around. I'll go first. First honorable mentions. I'm probably forgetting some, but Bullet Train. These kind of honorable mentions slash movies we saw but didn't make the list. So some of them I didn't really like, but
Some of them are not honorable.
yeah. Bullet Train, The Northman, Uncharted, Guardians, the holiday special, Guardians of the Galaxy, and for me personally, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever.
Okay.
Just because that movie is super long and there was a lot of stuff I didn't really enjoy about it. It was so long.
My honorable mentions are for movies or shows? For movies.
Movies.
Sonic 2, Wendell Wild, The House, that Netflix collection. Intergalactic, that animation with Kid Cudi. Uncharted, Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas Special, and Spiderhead.
All right. I'll start off my number 10. Okay, so we're going to rapid fire until the first. Let's say the first 5, because the first 5 I do want to talk about. But I'm going to rapid fire my first 5. Michaela, you'll do your first 5, and then we'll get into details on the last 5. My bottom 5 is Slim Pickens this year. Sonic 2, Werewolf by Night, Halloween Ends, which I know is going to be controversial, but there's a lot of stuff I liked about that movie, a lot I didn't like, but I like that they took a chance. I like the stuff they did explore. Doesn't mean I really like the movie. I respect that they explored some stuff. Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. I shortened it so it just said DS Mom, and I couldn't figure out what that was for a second. And Scream 6 on my bottom 5 films.
Alright, my number 10 is Doctor Strange. Number 9, Werewolf by Night. Number 8, Halloween Ends. You had that at 8 too, right?
Yeah.
Number 7, Wakanda Forever. I cried like a baby. Number 6, Bullet Train. And now we're at the top 5.
All right, my number 5 is Prey.
Nice.
It's a good Predator movie. The first one since the first one.
Nice.
It was a lot of fun. The world that they explore is fun. You got a bear fight. You got him beating a bunch of racist people. That's fun. You got a lot of cool moments. Got the moment where you think she's going to do a callback to the first one. She don't at the end. That's really good. The lead actress are great. Everybody's good in the film.
It was good.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Hey, I liked it too.
I liked it too. My number 5 is Top Gun Maverick.
Ew.
I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Well, how much you like that film? I can't remember what your other movies are, but they gotta be some good movies if they down that low. Cause guess what? My number 4 is Top Gun Maverick.
Ooh. Ooh.
Like the monkey?
Mhm.
Yeah. Really, really action-packed film. Tom Cruise is Tom Cruise. The practical, them flying jets is really cool. No awkward sex scene in this one.
Yes. I rewatched the first Top Gun last week, and I skipped that shit.
Got Jennifer Connelly. Come on now.
Come on.
And the story's really good. I mean, they really did it with this one. A good sequel. What's your number 4?
Barbarian.
Your number 4 is Barbarian.
No, that's a mistake. My number 4 is Prey. I don't know what happened there.
You put Prey over Top Gun?
Yeah.
Because we enjoyed it so much together.
I enjoyed it, and also it just had so many little pieces in it, and it was a really pretty film to look at. I'm not saying Top Gun Maverick is it's a bro movie, I liked Prey more than Top Gun Maverick. I'm not shitting on it, but I really enjoyed Prey. I really liked it. I got really excited when I remember seeing the trailer for it. I was like, oh my god, they're doing a Native American fucking Predator movie, with a female, a lead actress, and I was
There's so many cultural things you liked in that film.
I loved it. I love I love anything where you get to see their day-to-day life. And
I remember you were like, oh my god, they're doing whatever, taking the fat off the skin or whatever.
Yeah, they're retaining the hides, and to see their powder on their scalp. I loved everything about it. The hunt, I loved it.
My number 3 is Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Nice.
It is a lot more emotional than I thought it was. I thought it was just gonna be an action film. kind of like sci-fi, you know, time travel, not time travel, like a universe, like multiverse type film. But damn, is there a lot of emotion in this? A lot of tears you shed in this one.
Yeah.
It's a very like, at the soul was a mother and daughter story, and that's basically like, it feels like the last hour of the film is like just them.
Yeah, because the
going through this thing.
The first half was like trying to just figure out like what's happening, like how to prevent it, and then like once they figure out, like she kind of figures out how to prevent it without really us knowing, right? Because I remember thinking like, what is she thinking about doing? But it's really good.
Bagel. What's your number 3?
My number 3 is very interchangeable, and even as I look at it now, I'm not sure if I'm happy with where everything is. Especially like a year from now, I'm probably gonna be like, what the fuck was I thinking? But my top 3, I love them all. Very good films. If they came out years, like one came out one year, one came out the next year, one came out the next year, for those years, they would be my favorite movie that year. No issue.
Just the fact that y'all came out this year.
Yeah, it's a struggle. But my number 3,
moving stuff.
My number 3 is Batman. The Batman. I just switched it. We watched in theaters twice. Shit was good, especially the Batmobile. But
I mean, rumbling and IMAX. Oh.
Okay. The rumbly tumblies. But different Batman, a different vibe.
Cinematography on point.
Kind of like when Tim Burton made that Batman movie, and they're like, "Oh my God, Batman can do this! Like this can be a Batman movie." This was ours. This was for us, you know, for our generation, and I loved it. I loved everything about it. It was sexy as fuck. This is like the sexiest Batman movie ever, and that has nothing to do with the fact that Robert Pattinson,
Zoe Kravitz,
fine as hell, both of them. But this movie was so sexy visually. That opening shot, looking through the window, the roof. Sexy. I was already like, oh my God, like my heart was beating the entire fucking movie. I loved it. Yeah.
My number 2 is the Batman.
Nice.
Yeah, just cinematography wise, this movie looked amazing. Matt Reeves, Matt Reeves is the man, you know. I feel like he's one of the most underrated directors. Like he's not a household name. I feel like it's not like a Chris Nolan.
Hold on, let me check.
He's not like a Chris Nolan or like a Jordan Peele, you know. Like I don't think you can go to like the average person. I don't think you can. Our fireplace changed. It's really warm in here. I don't think you can go to like the average person and be like, you know who Matt Reeves is, and I don't think they would know.
Yeah, you're like, Matt Reeves is an exceptional director, and I remember asking you like, what else has he done?
Planet of the Apes.
That's right.
The last 2 Planet of the Apes.
Those are really good movies.
Yeah.
We need to rewatch those.
He did like Cloverfield and stuff like that. But
dude, I don't know how the fuck I keep forgetting his name.
But he's amazing. I mean, obviously a lot of it is the cinematography or cinematographer and stuff, but
his storytelling just with the shots though.
And this movie's 3 hours. I didn't have a problem with it. Wakanda Forever, I had a problem with it being like 2 hours 40 minutes.
Yeah.
But this one was like right at 3 hours, and I was like, I'm alright with it. It looks beautiful, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, what's your number 2?
I just realized I just described what cinematography was. So I was like, his storytelling with the shots. Dude, that's the main part. Like, if you like dissect like all those movies, or I was like thinking like, what's my favorite part of those movies? Like the action and like the plot itself, you know. But like,
and the way they weave in like all these villains, you know, like the Penguin, like he doesn't feel forced in there. He feels like a part of the world that's naturally into the story. Damn, everybody's great in it. What's your number 2?
My number 2 is Barbarian. Scary. Had me scared of the dark.
Oh, so scary.
Had me scared of the dark for 2 nights. I screamed during it 3 times.
She screamed like I've never heard her scream in a film before.
The issue was, when we first started watching the movie, I was like, oh, you know what? The main actress reminds me of one of our friends, like my closest friend. And that was a big mistake.
I turned off the fan because it was squeaking.
But a very good movie.
I'll talk about it with you because it's my number 1.
Nice.
My number 1 film, Barbarian. Yeah, a lot of this movie is tension building, but that was the worst part. As we watch it back, we're going to watch it back with the friend she was talking about, and we're going to know where the jump scares are.
Yeah.
But first watching it is mostly tension building, and that shit lasts forever, and it's terrible.
It's very effective. Like, they did it right.
I was unashamedly hiding my face. I was watching like through my fingers. I was like, I don't care. I'll look away.
And like, if you haven't seen it and you don't know anything about it, watch it without looking up anything.
Don't look up anything.
Don't look up anything and watch it. It's gonna be so fucking good.
Mhm.
It's gonna drive you crazy.
You should watch it this Wednesday when you go to your friend's house.
We all gonna have nightmares. We all gonna have nightmares this week. Anything else to add to it?
No. The cast was great. For such a low budget film, the cinematography is really good. They made it look a lot more expensive than it was. It was like $4 million or something.
I think so.
The effects are really good. It's really, I don't want to say anything else, but you know.
It uses like current events. Like when I was watching it, I'm like, yo, this movie feels. Oh, my camera's on. When I was watching it, I was like, yo, this movie feels really like modern. And that kind of helps with like, it feels like you're actually involved in the movie. It kind of puts you there, you know? Because it's like, this shit happens now. Like, I could see this happening, you know? It opens with like an Airbnb. And you're like, oh, you know, like, I can see that happening, or I've been there, you know? But I love it.
I feel like my number ones are always movies that make me want to make movies. And this is a movie that made me want to make movies.
That was really good. My number one was Everything Everywhere All at Once. Loved it, cried.
You cried the last one you screamed like a little bitch. And this one you cried like a little baby.
Cried like a little baby. Anyone that has a mom,
especially mom issues.
If you're a daughter of someone.
You came close to the Toy Story 4 crying.
Nothing will ever top me sobbing in the fucking theater at for Toy Story 4. That's the top I've cried. And then
you had the quivering lip.
It's Toy Story 4, then La La Land, and then probably this.
Yeah.
Cause this movie, it was good. It was good.
La La Land got you. I feel bad.
Shit broke me.
I felt bad watching La La Land with you. I was like, yo, this so sad, dude. It's not as sad as this room. It's not like Toy Story. I was like, oh, it's our childhoods, you know. Plus, you're having a bad day that day.
I was having a horrible day. That doesn't have anything to do with this. Okay. Yeah, this movie was amazing. It's really trippy because it breaks like fourth walls. It's really fucking funny. It's really pretty to look at.
It's got the kid from Indiana Jones.
He's so adorable. He's so sweet. And everyone is a good actor. I don't know who the daughter is. I love her though. I think she's a musician or like an artist or something, because the way they had her like dressed up and the way she like sang every now and then, I'm like, yo, she feels like a fucking like a pop artist or something. But I loved it. It felt so like refreshing to watch. I don't know, because like it was very intriguing, because I'm like, I don't know where this is going.
It was dry this year for movies, so watching that, it was like, and it wasn't like a huge.
You sound like you dissing the movie
right
now.
No. It was like there were a lot of blockbuster movies this year that came out and just dropped the ball. And here comes like A24 with this movie that like isn't like a huge budget, huge blockbuster film, and it did really well, you know, just because it was on its own, it was a good film.
I loved it. It was so good. It was really good. It's got the action. It's got the sad moments. It's got the funny. Loved it. It's perfect.
All right. Well, that's our top 10 movies
2022.
You guys can find us everywhere. The Tall Pine. Twitch, YouTube. We got a vlogs channel. We got a shorts channel. We got Instagram, the.tall.pine. That was always fun to say.
Yeah.
We couldn't get the Tall Pine.
It's a little cafe.
I didn't have the $10 to pay them off. That's what they're asking for. But that's where you guys can find us. Kaylee, anything you want to say? You can watch our top anticipated games with the bad audio, and hopefully this audio is better.
Hope so.
Right.
Bye.
Bye.